Good afternoon. We are going to be studying section 1.9 today, the area formula. We're just doing area formula of rectangles today. Later on in the year, we'll do quite a bit more with area. So go ahead and press pause and write this information down. And when you're ready, press play and we'll continue. So the area of a rectangle is found by taking the length times the width. We call it L times W. A lot of times you'll see it written as A equals LW because we don't need to put a multiplication sign between the two. When you're deciding what the length and the width are, you can choose whichever one you want. It really does not matter. It won't change the answer to your area. So go ahead and pick a length and a width and you multiply them together. Area, what does it represent? Well, the area represents the space inside the figure. Okay, so if you remember, perimeter represents the distance around. Area, it's all of this space inside. Okay, so if I want to find the area of each rectangle, I know the area formula is length times width. So I'm going to give each one a name. So I'm going to say this is my length and this is my width. So I'm going to take A equals 12 times 7. Now you should know, hopefully, that 12 times 7 is 84. And now you have to think about the units. Well, I have inches, but since I'm finding the area, what you're doing is you're really finding how many small little inches squared I can fit inside of it. So this is actually 84 inches squared. When we do area, the unit should always be squared. For our next example, it's pretty much the same thing. I'm still just finding the area. So I'm going to write my area formula up here. I'm going to label this is my length and this is my width. And once again, it does not matter which one you label which. So I have 4 times 10. And my area equals 4 times 10, which is 40. And then don't forget, since it's area, it's going to be feet squared. And there's my solution. Now this last one's just a little bit more complicated. It says find the area of the shaded region. Now this right here would be considered my shaded region. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and find the area of the big rectangle first. So area of big rectangle would be found by taking my length, which is 11, times my width, which is 7. 11 times 7, the area equals 77 centimeters squared. But since I just want to find the area of the shaded, what I need to do is take out this hole in the middle. Okay, so I need to remove that area from the total figure. So I'm going to find the area of the small rectangle. Okay, and I'm going to say this is my length and this is my width. So 4 times 3, and the area of my small rectangle is 12, and once again, centimeters squared. Now since this needs to be removed, how do you remove something from something else? Anytime you're removing something, what you're doing is you're subtracting it, you're taking it away. So I'm going to subtract 77 minus 12. And what it will leave me with is the area of the shaded, the green area. Okay, so 7 minus 2 is 5. 7 minus 1 is 6. So my answer is the area of the shaded region is 65, and then don't forget your units, centimeters squared. Now, one of the most important parts about this section is making sure you label and label correctly. So don't forget when you are doing area, it needs to be the units squared. It has to be. Okay, if you forget that, it would be counted incorrect. All right. Well, make sure you show me your notes tomorrow and we'll get started on your homework. Have a good night.